Hello, and welcome back to the Broken Respawn podcast, where half of us are asleep and the other half are wishing they were.
I'm old, I need my sleep.
Sarin has literally just pulled a duvet over himself. Anyway, I'm TBSliver, and I'm joined by the ever-napful SarinTal.
I'm here, somewhat.
The half-asleep sheep's Kremlik.
What?
And the red Moogle with his nightcap on, Caedes.
Honk, shoo, 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 shoo. Honk, shoo, 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 shoo.
We made it! It's nearly the end of the year.
No, shut the fuck. Right, genuinely, shut up. Because last time we started playing crap like this, Carrie Fisher died at the 11th hour. So could we just not?
Fuck you! It's all your fault, asshole!
I mean, fuck the lot of you, but you know.
It ain't over till the fat lady sings.
True.
And boy, did she sing!
Yeah.
Oh, God.
To be fair, I'm honestly surprised that Tom Baker's still going.
You've said
I mean,
it now, mate.
that guy's literally a Time Lord. He has to be immortal at this point. Every time I see Billy Connolly's face on the news, I get a brief heart attack. Oh, it's fine. Just dying slowly of everything, basically.
God.
What a year.
Welcome. Yeah.
We're all done.
We're all just ready for the nap that starts on Saturday.
I'm cooked. Saturday. Fuck. As soon as this is done, I'm rolling over and going to bed.
That's fair.
The duvet's right here. I ain't even bothering walking my ass upstairs. I'm just stretching out on the chairs over here and going to sleep.
That's fair.
Ugh.
Dear. It's been a year, though.
It fucking has.
Yeah.
The rest is to remember most of it, which is probably not.
Some parts.
I remember most of it.
Some parts are fine. I'm not very happy to remember. Other parts, yeah. At least the better.
It started early. It started good this year with like first ever trip abroad, snowboarding, good food, good times, good company.
Yeah.
Helldivers released, and then it's just never quite achieved that again. It's
yeah.
We did have Final Fantasy 7. We can't deny that. With all those mini games, those glorious mini games.
But there's so many mini games that genuinely I don't consider that to be a highlight of this year.
Yeah.
I am the Final Fantasy expert and the Final Fantasy 7 specifically fanboy, and yet Rebirth Remake Part 2 didn't make my top 5 games this year.
Yeah, because I had Chelsea in. Nothing but Chelsea. A good 7 hours of nothing but Chelsea talking at you the entire time.
I will
could have
say,
coped with him if it weren't for the stupid Mayu.
And I know exactly who that is, because every time I tuned into someone playing, I was like, who the fuck's this little kid?
No one wants to know. He was
exactly.
a minor character that's got flushed out.
Oh, God. Oh, dear.
Yeah. Bizarre. But yeah, no, but didn't make my top 5 this year. Even on playtime, quality, enjoyment, any of it. It just didn't even, it wasn't even, it was good, but this was a hell of a year for games.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm just thinking through the games from this year, and I'm like, I actually can't pin any down specifically that I was like, oh, that's been amazing. That's released this year. Helldivers 2, yes, but
the Star Wars Survivor, like Jedi Survivor, I did enjoy that one. Like that one was a lot of fun. I know you guys haven't really played it, but like when I played through it, I had a lot of fun. Yeah.
My PS5 barely survived, but yeah, I played it.
That's fair.
Playtime wise, I put more time into Monster Hunter World this year than I did Final Fantasy 7. I put more time into EDF 6.
Yep. Hours played. Widget Inc. is at the top for games that I got this year. Widget Inc. is the top because I left it on for 2 days by accident, trying to get an achievement. It had an achievement of don't do anything for 8 hours, so I didn't. I just left it running overnight. And then it's got Helldivers.
That works.
Yeah, I got Helldivers 2, and then Turnip Boy commits tax evasion, and then Void Souls.
Let's have a look.
So we're not counting Satisfactory still this year. That doesn't exist.
Satisfactory releases every year.
Yes, it did. Actually, Satisfactory isn't in my 2024 games. Why is it not? Oh, did I backport that particular release? Because of course I put my games in a I backported it to 2019 because that's when I got it.
Mm-hmm.
I could technically put it in 2024, but yeah, okay. I mean, of games that came out in 2024 at Gold, Satisfactory is the top of my list for hopefully obvious reasons.
It was
most played with Helldivers by far. That was 27% of my playtime this year. I just don't think you can fault that as a game. But I think my favourite, I have to agree with Lydia, Fields of Mystery. I've not put as much hours in because it just doesn't have the content yet, and I'm right up against the content wall waiting for more to release. But genuinely, I think that's my game of the year. Beat out Space Marine, beat out EDF, Helldivers, Final Fantasy. Amazing game.
That's impressive. I will say, I haven't played it as well. It's like, though it's not really my game style, I did enjoy Mystery a lot. Like it's got me more into it than any other farming sim style thing. Like even, Stardew is the best example. I've got more hours in Mystery than I do in Stardew.
Yeah.
Also got.
I know. A fair while before it catches up with Stardew, to be fair.
Yeah, well, in terms of hours, but it's also early access, so I could just not play it for the next like six to 12 months and come back to it when it's had several content patches and be like, this is even better.
Yeah. Honestly, the next patch is the one to come back on because that's the one that's expanding the mines and giving you a lot to actually do rather than just further things to unlock with what you've already got.
Right. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, I'll keep it. At which point, it's just going to sit in the back catalogue and be something I come back and poke every now and again. Yeah. Game that I did enjoy as well, but didn't. I need to get myself back into Gory Cuddly Carnage.
That's the unicorn silly. Chaos one, isn't it?
Cat on a hoverboard killing unicorns. Yes.
Yeah.
It's complete chaos. It was good fun. But I haven't managed to go back to it since I stopped playing. Since it got overtaken by, I think Satisfactory overtook it. Or was it Void Souls? I can't remember. One of the two. And that would be the other game that would be up there for me. Would be Void Souls. I absolutely loved that game. I do need to go back to it, but you know what I'm like.
It's been a great year for indie games as well. I'm just looking through my purchase history. This year has had more indie games. These last 6 months has had more indie games from me than most of the years.
Yeah.
Odd Sparks back in April. Feed the Deep, Tactical Breach Wizards, Fields of Mystery, Metal Slug Tactics. Dungeon Clawrer has been amazing. I've put way too much time into Dungeon Clawrer.
I am avoiding Dungeon Clawrer.
and recently, as in last week, or this week, sorry, Creeper World, which I didn't even know had a release date. Never mind, had already dropped.
Yeah, actually, that was surprising when you started playing. I was like, wait, what?
So many hours.
I looked at it for, yes, if I had money.
Yeah. Was Balatro this year?
The Balatro was definitely this year, yes.
Because it's a game of the year.
Yes.
I keep meaning to, I keep debating buying it. I've been debating getting it on my phone because it's that kind of...
Let's put it this way. 17.5 hours later, I finally win a game.
Yes, but I mean, how many hours am I in on Hades? I'm at 32 hours and I've beaten Dad once.
Well, that's what made me laugh about Dungeon Clawrer, because I beat that on my first run. I was watching Misty play it, and I thought, you know what, this actually looks genuinely fun. I'll go pick it up. And while she was struggling to beat her second, third, fourth, or whatever, I went through, absolutely thrashed it on my first run, and went, "Oh, that's actually kind of disappointing." And then spent 3 days getting my teeth chewed in.
Here's the easy way: just get used to the game and to get your confidence up. Smash.
It literally absolutely battered me.
Yeah.
I'm up to 4 wins now, though. I am up to 4 wins. So.
Yeah, I'll definitely say, like, this year, I think with the release of Satisfactory Full, I think since then I've bought 2 games. PoE 2, which I've loved, and ironically, World of Warcraft. I think those are the 2 games I've actually bought since it went gold. And I've got,
I've only bought the Star Wars ones mainly, and Star Citizen. That's been my big one. Like, I've been having a hell of a lot of fun in Star Citizen, especially with the crew that we found. So
yeah. I think that's the main point. That most of the games that we were playing were basically, we bought them already and just waiting for release, because I could like third the games I had were in early access or early access. Can't I?
This year was the opposite for me. I've played so few games this year that I already owned, other than, you know, starting on retro. Everything's been new, like literally absolutely everything. It's been an expensive year, and it's not gonna be a cheaper January either, because everything's coming in January and February. So.
January, February, March.
Yeah.
Did you guys? I'm assuming you've at least caught bits of the game awards that were on recently.
I watched it. Grammy's happy.
I've managed to watch it, but I think I will say that your recurring thing of, I can't believe X in 2024.
Well, like 2016 was the year that everybody died. 2024 is the year that they brought everything back. This is the resurrection year. And I thought we were done. You know, they've announced Croc, they've hinted at a new Spyro, and they're like, you know, we've got some good stuff coming. There's a Command & Conquer original team being rebuilt. Everything is back. And then Games Awards came out and went, oh, by the way, Okami 2 and a new Onimusha, and just for shits, a Turok as well. Yeah. and that's PS2 and N64. What are you doing?
Wait, I missed the Turok announcement. Okay, that's a new one.
Well, the Turok,
no, brand new Turok.
Because we were watching it. We didn't watch it live. We watched it back, but I'd avoided the news. And when the trailer came on, I went, oh, new Turok then. Haha, lol, lol, lol. And then when it's clearly Ark or, you know, something like that. And then I saw the Mohawk and the armor change. I'm like, oh shit, that actually is Turok. What the fuck?
Nice.
It's like me with Onimusha. 3 years in a row, you've had demons in Japan debate me 3 times thinking it was Onimusha. This year we go, oh look, floating swords. I bet you any money is on Onimusha. Then you saw the gold bar. It's like, fuck, it is Onimusha.
I went, is it Sekiro? No, the graphics aren't quite right. It could be a new Neo game. And then I saw the gauntlet. I'm like, you motherfucks. even when I was in the chat and I said, this is a new Onimusha game, 3 of the 4 other people in there went, a what? No one knows it. It's for those who don't know it, it's basically, imagine Resident Evil, but you're a samurai instead of a cop. It's literally the same team, the same style, the same premise.
Yeah.
Unless you play the 3rd game where you are a cop because you're getting for fans.
Well, you are literally Leon the Professional in the past fighting demons.
Oh dear.
And when I say literally, same actor. That's not a joke. You are Leon the Professional. I love those games. I genuinely, I obviously retro. When I complete a game, I roll to see what's next. There's no roll this weekend. My next one's on Emusha. Next one's on Emusha 2. It's happening.
Yeah.
You've rolled that one on a D1.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the excitement is real. And Okami out of nowhere. This has completely gone out of my mind, and I've only just remembered. Team Ico's doing something with mechs.
Yes.
What the fuck is that about?
Oh yeah. I saw a list of all the announcements somewhere, and I was just like, mechs? Oh well, that's Caedes disappearing for running along the way.
The trailer was essentially him, the character climbing the giant mech, a la Shadow Colossus, and then riding the head in the mech, which disconnected from the mech during a sandstorm.
Well,
that was impressive to watch.
Sandstorm, I would say dark energy storm. That looked like some nefarious shit.
Well, again, I said sandstorm to make it easier on the viewer.
Wait, since when do we make it easier on the viewers?
So many games, but yeah, the guy who was in the Hawaiian shirt and was really, really excited and kept swearing at the Game Awards. I can't remember what game he was announcing. He annoyed me that much. But he kept saying this game is releasing in 2 months, and then it's saying it's releasing in 2 months in March. Like, dude, can you count?
No.
March is not 2 months away. We're still in December.
Oh yeah, the Yakuza guy is basically announcing not one but 2 games at the same time. It's like, yes, please.
Wait, 2 Yakuza games? Hang on.
No. They didn't announce 2 Yakuza games. One is a new project called, I think, Project Blue, was it? Or something
I
similar.
see the name.
Yeah, it's basically late 1960s or 40s or somewhere in that era.
Yeah,
Japan.
Imagine a precursor to Yakuza that's not actually anything to do with Yakuza. It's how it could have started, essentially.
It's the unrelated prequel. Okay.
Yeah, and also the second game they announced is Virtual Fighter.
Okay.
And then Double Dragon as well. Just won't die.
Yeah, Double Dragon's returning from. That's
what it was. No More Heroes. No More Heroes too.
Yeah, Arc System Works is doing a Double Dragon game, so basically getting a King of Fighter style Double Dragon.
Have you guys seen the Secret Levels episodes yet?
No.
The first set, right? All I'll say is you've probably seen it in the news, and this is no spoiler. The Pac-Man one is really, really weird, and nobody could understand why they'd gone that direction. And then they announced that the game based on the Secret Level is coming out. Like, what? You can't make Pac-Man a survival horror. What are you doing?
I mean,
it's a survival horror Metroidvania.
They had to. I mean, they had to do something that was an announcement because they've got Concord in the list of things, and that flopped so hard.
I mean, the Space Marine one's fine. It's Warhammer. You're always. I basically predicted exactly what was going to happen. You know, based on knowing it that well. Here is some Space Marines. Someone will shout. They will walk out of the smoke at some point. A demon will make something flash, and then something big will appear. Everything happened exactly as predicted. But honestly, the takeaway for the big winner for me was the Unreal Tournament one, the origins of Zan Krager. Fucking amazing. I came out of nowhere and I didn't expect that to be any good. It came with an origin story for a character that I love, that I didn't know I wanted. And yeah, just absolutely top notch. Can't fault it.
I mean, I saw the trailer for, I think, the Mega Man one, and I was just like, oh, what? A live action? It's part of a series? What?
Yeah, the Mega Man one came out on Tuesday. I haven't seen that. I've only seen the first half that dropped last week. So
yeah, I think I saw the advert for it like 2-3 weeks ago or something like that. So,
well, apparently the series has done that well already. They've already announced season 2.
Yeah. I hope it keeps going, because there's lots of games out there that don't have the budget to do that level of cutscene.
Yeah.
The Armored Core one with Keanu Reeves was good, but I just think it was overshadowed by the rest. On its own, it would have been amazing, but there was some good shit in there.
Is it on Amazon or is it on Netflix?
It's Amazon exclusive.
Amazon. Oh, okay. Well, I might actually be able to watch it because I still have Prime. Might have to watch them at some point then.
Yeah. And then another bit of news that got announced today, which is not quite sad, but it's getting that way. The Switch has overtaken the PlayStation 2 in sales in US, not globally. So PlayStation 2 is still the most sold console globally, but it is now third in the US behind Switch, and then DS being number 1. So the PlayStation 2 is finally starting to be dethroned, and if the Switch sells 15 million more consoles worldwide,
it's not many.
It will take. Well, it's certainly not many, and I think it will do it because it's only going to get cheaper now the Switch 2 is being announced. But we were working it out, and if you go by population coverage, the PlayStation 2 held 2.6% of the population, i.e. 2.6% of the population owned a PS2 at the time it was decommissioned.
Yeah.
If you count the Switch as being decommissioned now, only 1.7% of the population over 1. So technically, the PlayStation 2 still got a massive lead.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hell of a console.
Mm-hmm.
The DS, if the 3DS games worked on DS and they were counted as one console, that would have already beat the PS2.
Yeah.
Oh, easily.
By 10 million.
Yeah. It's 100. So yeah, I was just quickly looked it up, and it's like PlayStation 2 is 160 million globally.
145 for
DS,
Switch.
Well, yeah, 146 according to these numbers, which was updated last month. Which is good that they're updating this post actually from IGN. That's nice of them. And yeah, the DS is 154.
According to VG charts, if you only count consoles that have full sales numbers, i.e., we know the region sales for every single region, the worst console ever made is the Sega Dreamcast. Which is that's unfair. That's a great little console.
But it's unfair, but tracks, because I think the whole thing with
it released too late to compete with the PlayStation when the PlayStation 2 was already on its way. It just didn't stand a chance.
I think it was released a week before the PS2 landed. It was some stupidly short time. It's just like everyone went, but the PlayStation 2. And
I mean, if they'd have released it alongside the PS1, or even alongside the PSX, or even alongside the PS1 being the mini version, it would have stood a chance. It could have easily took them. But you don't beat the PS2. You just don't. It's the granddaddy.
Yeah, especially looking back now, if they'd released it like 6 months earlier, it would have been fine. It probably would have taken a bit of the wind out of Sony's sails, actually. But instead, it killed the Sega platform, Sega console platform.
Had another one.
Yeah.
Didn't even outsell the Genesis.
Oh, the Genesis was a good console, though. To be fair, and lasted a lot longer.
It was trash with a lot of good games.
Fair.
That thing was spitting fucking goodwill holding it together.
I think it was the Mega Drive that was the better.
That is the Genesis. Genesis is the worldwide name, whereas the Mega Drive is the UK European name.
Oh, okay. I get confused with that one, unfortunately.
The other one is the Master System.
Right.
That was the shittier version, the 8-bit rather than 16.
Right. Okay. I get those two confused very easily because not
Sega
that much
Mega
of a
CD with 32-bit graphics.
Oh yeah. My friend of mine bought one for his arcade wall like a couple of years ago. He was very, very pleased with it because he got it for reasonably cheap.
Yeah.
In fact, I think he got it just before like the real big kickoff happened for just before COVID when console collecting really started kicking off.
Yeah.
Thanks, COVID.
Probably cost me a fucking fortune on console.
COVID cost me a fortune on games and takeaway.
To be fair, I would have spent a lot more on games had Animal Crossing not released. Because I sunk hundreds of hours into that damn game.
Similar, but Atlas for me. COVID, 2020 was the Atlas years. I think. Just before and during that.
But then again, you really sunk only into Atlas because you were like one of the admins.
Yeah. I ended up in that side, but that's still like...
I barely saw you on the Blood Wolf side.
Yeah, well... It's the way it went.
We've got to be imminent for Wasted announcing yet another attempt at a server that won't happen, right? That's got to be soon.
Poe's been working on it for literally months now.
Yep.
Hard pass.
Not even joking. He's lit like the last. Unfortunately, the last like 2-3 months have just been Poe. Like he does the map mainly. I do the live support for keeping it all running and stuff. But Poe does the map itself, and he's just been slammed at work and slammed with everything else. So he's just like, yeah, I would have done it this weekend, but I have a family that's trying to, kill me.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I can only assume that he'll at least be taking a look at Space Engineers 2, which was announced today.
Have you seen when they're announcing the first the first early access for it?
Yeah, it's when we're abroad.
Yeah, 27th of January. It's like,
we leave on the 25th, and it'll be so the Monday. We'll be skiing down a mountain as it drops.
Well, most of us will be.
I won't,
hopefully,
bastards.
Hopefully, Wasted figures it out. Well, have you heard? Wasted fucking broke his elbow.
Ooh.
You're joking.
Yeah.
Oh no.
No, I had not heard that one.
You
Not good.
I've been paying attention to thing. Yeah, he slipped on some black ice, broke his elbow.
Broke or fractured?
I mean,
fractured. He's in a cast at the moment.
Should be fine then.
But it's right on the end.
Yeah.
He's currently he's like this was on the first day of his of his ski trip in this week. So he's been
Oh, so he didn't even get to ski?
For like 4 hours.
Man has no luck.
Yeah, I know. In fact, he's just like I think I was looking in his Discord today. He's just found a bruise on his back from the fall, but obviously the elbow was a little bit more important, so he just didn't notice it. He was like, "Why am I limping? Oh, that's a massive bruise. Awesome." Yeah, he posted a picture of the fracture to Twitter, but yeah, he's it's right on the very end of the main arm. The forearm, so it's like right on the bit where they may have to pin it, but they're unsure. If they pin it, I think he's been saying if they pin it, it'll heal faster, but there's a higher risk of nerve damage, which is why they're kind of not wanting to at the moment.
Yeah.
So I think he's waiting to get back to the UK. Obviously, he can't drive. Well, he can drive, but he ain't doing the hills because he's got his new car, which is an automatic, thankfully. But yeah. It's been a shit day for Wasted.
Fuck. Yeah, that's going to take some reorganizing.
Yeah. Well, yeah. He's currently hoping he can. He's currently just. I think he's planning to be there because he's been organising everything, but he's unsure if he'll be able to ski, and it's been a bit of a bit of a sad space for the last couple of days.
It's really annoying as well because the reason he's doing this is because he wanted to start doing activities and things like this again before he essentially got too old and his body started not letting him.
Yeah.
And then he came back in February and shattered one of his ankles.
Yeah.
And then he's gone away for a weekend and shattered his elbow. He's not going to make it home from France. That's it, he's done. To bring him back in a compost bag.
Yeah.
Declare him at customs.
Here lies a wasted space. No, literally.
Jesus Christ.
Oh God. Yeah. No, he's just.
But the sad thing is, we're all getting to that point. Like,
yeah.
Usually a cold doesn't knock me on my ass for 3 days, and here I've been at home, barely able to get out of bed.
Yeah.
I've been like this for 20 years now. I'm used to it.
Yeah. Well, true.
You're an old pro. Yeah, I was in the office Wednesday. Didn't have any food, so I went out to a local burger place. Total maybe 15 minutes walk there and back, 7 there, 7 back kind of thing.
Yeah.
Got back up into office, sat down and was heavy breathing. It never in my life as a 10-minute walk knocked me the fuck out.
Yeah.
Right.
I am so unfit. I am way more unfit than I thought I was. It's ridiculous. Treadmill's up and running downstairs. I'm going to jump on that every day. Fucking ridiculous.
I
so annoyed at myself.
I keep meaning to get a treadmill, but then the rest of this year has happened, so it's just like, well, fuck.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know what we need to do?
What?
I'm gonna have a word with Rayleigh. And I'm gonna see if I can get him to bring some bubble wrap to pass to Wasted on day 1.
That's his new nickname. Wasted already has the nickname Bubble Wrap. It's like because of course on the trip is psychologist Dave and Dave's partner. Yep. It's just like he's got no chance of not getting the piss taken out of him for some of this.
Nope.
Which is best. To be honest.
Do you reckon we can get some of them old Fisher Price blue and yellow arm pads? Like when you had like little the Fisher Price roller skates they used to have.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the elbow pads and stuff. Yeah, I might have some elbow pads somewhere.
Actually, you know what you guys should do?
Skating ones, some snow.
You should get him one of those giant inflatable balls that you could go into.
Zorb.
To be fair, I think they rent them on the on one of the slopes. I think we saw them one when we were in the.
And then put him in it and throw him down a hill. See how badly he's bruised after that.
He'd probably enjoy that, to be fair.
He'd have to stay in there for the rest of his life, bless him. He'd never come out.
Now, the question is, if it would it be by choice? Would he want to come out by choice? Right?
Depends how big a cliff he fell off.
True.
Oh, dear.
Man,
God. I have no voice. Like, I'm trying to talk, and I just, like, I can hear my voice is going, ear, God.
Yeah.
Oh.
Somehow, the illnesses that have been going around have transcended space and then ended up on both sides of the ocean,
like COVID.
Yeah.
Almost like we're living in the time of global pandemics.
Almost.
Please no, not until after, not until at least halfway through February.
If we could get it on, if we could go into lockdown February 23rd, that'd be wonderful, because Wilds comes out a couple of days later. It gives me enough time to get prepped and set up.
Good.
And I can just stay home and play Monster Hunter for 3 months.
I like that plan. I like this plan. Lydia, when you're visiting, we'll make sure it's just at the cusp of you're not allowed to leave.
Yeah. Right, genuinely. I swear to God, if we go into lockdown at the end of February now, it's not my fault. This is a joke. For legal reasons, I am expressing an opinion.
Broken to be does not condone. Don't jinx it. Yeah, fuck. Yeah, you yeah. Shit.
Dear Santa.
Fuck you.
All I want for Christmas is a new pandemic.
Careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
No.
I would genuinely be so happy to find out that we are actually living in a Matrix style simulation. So then we could ask the fuckers to reset it to 2012 and give it another go.
Oh, come on, don't. That's before I started doing software dev. I really don't want to have to learn all that again.
No, keep your memory. Keep your memory.
Someone's going to have to take the hit. Wait, I'm sorry. Someone's going to have to take that hit.
Damn it, I was working in Maplin.
Yeah, you were.
I can ask Sliver to start the project early. He might get it done on time.
Fuck off.
Don't be daft.
Wouldn't know how to get
I'd
the
wait until
project started.
2030 just to spite you.
No, if we're the Matrix style
That's right.
simulation,
It might just still be 2030.
Well, that's your turn for the dark. Oh God, yeah, no, 2012. Yeah, no.
2012 fine. 2012 was the last good year.
It was that year, wasn't it, Lydia? Yeah. Okay.
I'm done. I can't.
I would disagree.
Anyway,
I still would know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, games, happy times.
PoE 2, lots of running around and murder. Wait, hang on a minute.
No, happy times.
Happy times.
That is happy. Happy times.
Fire, which is what my build turned into. You can tell all our brains are just slightly full of fog. Fog.
Slightly.
Well, yours is mostly cotton wool right now.
Cotton wool, pillow, sleep.
Yeah. That's it. That's all she wrote, folks.
We've got there's still a lot happening this month actually, because like we said, we've got PoE dropped last week, which everybody in quotations is enjoying. we're not going to say any criticism about the game. GGG, we want to touch your face. Thank you.
I have certainly played it and enjoyed what I've played. I have no reason to go back. I have absolutely no reason to go and finish what's there, and I don't know if that's me not enjoying it or just too much else on or what. I have no interest.
Well, my personal opinion is basically I need to see more weapons, because unfortunately the characters that I pick have very much weapon lock. You can't really pick enough weapon for them to work that well. Like mercenary is basically crossbow or nothing. So I'd like to see other options, please.
Yeah. Which is ironic, because if you go to the Steam, or if you went to the Steam forums to check out information on the mercenary, the most voted post at one point was, "How do I make mercenary work?" And the top comment was, "Get rid of the crossbow."
Yeah.
Wow.
Apparently, it's such a crutch for them.
Well, it just had a 30% damage increase across the board. So yeah, it kind of works now, but yeah, I'd like to see more options, because basically all the skills for that require you to have like essentially an ammo slot. So basically, if anybody's played WoW Classic and played Hunter, you will know one of your victory slots is for your ammo. Imagine that, but every one of your inventory slots is just for your ammo.
Right.
That's the problem with it. You can't really use another skill because you need it for another ammo slot.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the way I've been, I mean, I've had a little go with the mercenary, and I'm not going to claim to be an expert or anything, but I found he was much more effective. And I this is going back to the drop the crossbow idea. His base stats are good enough that if you just pick one or two basic shots, let's say you take rapid fire and explosive, and you just don't pick up any of his others, you gain your situationals from another tree, and you pick up other skills and stuff like that. They are so much more effective. Like hell, give them a fucking bone wand and let them take in some necromancy minions and stuff. They become really good.
I mean, I was running saucer.
I
was going to say I was running saucer for a bit, but you're normally meant to go with like a staff with either fire, lightning, or cold spells. I can't remember what the exact one is. I had I had a load of fun with the chaos wand and a pair of bone minions. That was great fun until I decided, actually more damage would be fun, and now everything goes on fire.
Yeah, this is the main problem with the mercenary class. It's like every class can pick up a weapon and still feel like the class. As soon as you drop the crossbow, what is the point of mercenary? You might as well be a witch or an archer or even the warrior. To be honest, you might as well pick up a class.
Yeah,
I've not heard many good things about the warrior. To be fair, it's the
DPS
it's a brutal class.
Yeah,
yeah.
The class to go at the moment are either monk or sorceress, because firewall is broken. We can honestly admit that firewall is broken. Everything you put for it is on fire. So it's basically broken.
It's great.
Has the highest DPS and can summon minions.
Yep.
It is easy mode. Yeah.
It's brilliant.
I'm loving enjoying it right now.
Absolutely love it. But I've also gone, well, why not more fire? So I currently have every single fire spell and nothing else. And it's good fun, but it does mean I can't set anything else on extra things on fire.
I watched you versing the wolf guy last night before.
Oh, God.
And you had, I mean, he's definitely a Stonewall boss. My friend who I was playing with, he stopped playing because of him.
Yeah.
He eventually beat him, but then was like, I'm just not having fun. I don't know why I'm here.
Yeah.
But watching the way you had to deal with that guy compared to me as a witch, who just dotted him the fuck up and then went for a wander.
Yeah.
The fact that my character is always moving, that's that the big attack where he leaps in the air and then the AoE circle doesn't appear until he's already mid-air. So it's really difficult to dodge. I was already at the other side of the arena because I didn't have to stop and aim. I was literally going for a wander. I was getting laps in. I was trying to get 10,000 steps.
I think the thing is as well, while the sorceress is casting, she slows down.
Yeah.
Which is why, like, I'm casting. It's like, oh fuck, I got to dodge, and it like I had this a number of times. I have put on the one that means that you get 40% extra damage, but it takes 10 seconds to for you to be able to recast the spell. If you dodge while it's casting, it still takes 10 seconds before you can cast
activation.
And it's so annoying. Number of times
I've got that on my chaos dot, so you're supposed to be able to spam it, but I just cast it once and then kill whatever it's got to spread it to the rest of my contagion. Good.
The thing is that movement thing, as you said, you're casting, you're still moving. That is new to PoE 2. If you PoE 1, anytime you cast, you have to stand still.
Yeah.
That is. The thing is that annoys the hell out of me, because it also does it if you shoot something, well, if you cast something and you're moving forward, you continue to move forward. So if you range character, you have to move backwards before you start moving forward.
You still play click to move though, don't you?
Yeah, and click to move, it's really annoying because it's inefficient.
Yeah. Because
the only advantage that keyboard and mouse has over the pad is that you can pinpoint aim, and I've yet to find a situation for a witch where that's relevant.
Mm-hmm.
I've because on controller it's right stick is aim, but it has an auto aim. I think there's only been a couple of times it's like, no, actually hit that one first, please. Yeah. And that's
the right stick aim doesn't work. It's just so inaccurate. You may as well ignore it.
Yeah,
I don't.
Well, it does. And I remember it's the only thing that I think they should go and just go and steal that from Diablo 4, because I didn't have any problems with right stick aim, especially as it was select target style. Not
that's what it should be. It should be tab targeting, and then if you click it down, it locks.
Yeah,
that's all it needs to be.
Well, I think the way I end up using it is it's either if you're holding it, you will fire in that direction, and because it's a 2.5D top down view, you're off slightly. You need to aim a little bit higher to hit their hitbox than it looks, because just heights and shit get in the way. But with the other bit, I think you can, because it gives you a red outline on the one it's technically targeting, you can just flick that and it will just bounce between the few. But it doesn't lock.
The second they change order, they just it always. I don't know about you guys, but for Witch, it always tries to focus the nearest one.
Yeah,
and that can be as much as there's two running towards me. I dot one, and while my dot is traveling to them, it's already changed to the other one, so my next spell is hitting the wrong thing.
Yeah,
so
that's happening.
It just needs the ability to click that right stick down to lock onto a target. That's all it needs.
Yeah, or it doesn't change. Click to change or something like that.
Or click and hold to basically lock on a mouse and keyboard mode.
Yeah, and I think that's what happens in Diablo 4, and that worked really well, because I loved playing Warlock in Diablo 4. Warlock? Yes, Warlock. I think that same thing.
It's still sorcerer in that one. That's what about it.
Brain, no brain. Have no brain.
No brain. No brain. Brain gone. Brain dead.
Yeah, generally, it's the unfortunate thing is that the main lead of GGG likes hard game. It's because he's trying to make PoE 1 as hard as balls, because he doesn't like people speedrunning the campaign content. The problem is the game's seasonal. So by the time you got to the end game of each season, you've kind of given up.
Yeah.
And the problem is he wants to keep the difficulty of that into PoE 2, which you can always see where the boss is.
Yeah.
I had no issue with the difficulty other than that wolf boss, and I beat him on my 4th attempt.
Yeah.
It wasn't that hard.
Yeah, and apparently if you go into the forums, they're saying that the campaign's too easy for them.
And the problem is, and I think this will be the make or break for PoE 2, is does he do they go, well, fine, we'll make it harder, and completely lose any new people that would come in, and they're like, I think they've probably been complaining. I've seen some random bits out and about of well, we only get the hardcore players. Yes, because you're only doing things for the hardcore players, not for the random schmucks like me who have maybe a couple of hours a week. Yeah,
but the problem is that he does listen to the hardcore players because they're the ones that are streaming.
I've got this crazy idea. I don't know if this would work, and it's kind of a weird one, but I don't think any game's ever done it before. How about you have difficulties?
Yeah.
How about you have it so that when you're on, if you don't, plenty of games do it where one person is on easy mode, one person is on hard mode, and your damage is just scaled.
Yeah,
you're still playing the same game against the same enemy at the same time. Others have done it. It exists.
Yeah. The problem with that,
dare you suggest a sensible fix?
Yeah, the problem with that, as is with most games like this, the hardcore players will complain that everybody else has been handed to it, while they're forced to play hard mode.
Yeah,
they'd go play someone else.
This is my problem with hardcore players. If you want to play it hard, play it hard. Genuinely, I play games on the hardest difficulty I am comfortable with, which is usually equivalent of Halo Legendary. Because I feel like if I don't improve, and I don't keep the skills I've got. If I play on an easier mode, I find it too easy and I don't enjoy it. But just because I'm playing on a hard mode doesn't mean everybody else should have to.
No.
And I hate this idea that just because I'm playing hard mode, I should get extra unlocks. There should be extra loot. No, fuck off. If you want the loot, play easy. If you want the difficulty, play hard.
Yeah.
The most you get is an achievement at the end saying, I completed it on hard mode. Cool.
No, genuinely. Don't give them anything. Beating it on hard mode is its own bragging rights. Don't give them an achievement, don't give them a reward, don't give them a buff, don't give them a fucking glowing portrait. If you want to play it on hard, do it because that's what you want, not because you want to brag about it. Fuck off, you little shits.
They should make the worst portrait, like, you can get
he's angry today.
It bothers me, it really does. Other people telling me, or in this case, person X, how they should play a game is exactly why I don't play Dark Souls. Because the amount of times that people have told me I should enjoy it, I will like it because of this. Oh, when you play it, you must do this. And then the one time I did play it, the guy just basically, okay, we run here. Right, now watch out for this guy jumping from here. Someone's going to jump out of that well. There's a guy going to fall from it. Fuck off and let me play. I want to enjoy it. If I wanted to watch you play, I'd have gone on YouTube and watched a tutorial.
Again, that's the one reason why majority of us here had the no backseated build.
Yeah.
If you want to watch us play a game, let us play the game. If you want to drive the game, play yourself.
It's why
I play games on the hardest difficulty because that's what I enjoy. I don't expect a bigger reward, and I don't expect anybody else to do it to try and match me, or I don't even brag about it. It's not something that bothers me. But if I'm playing Unreal Tournament on Sundays at the moment, I'm playing through on easy mode because I want to chill.
Yeah,
I don't give a crap.
Having played Unreal on hardest difficulty, fuck no. I was out of ammo for 90% of the game, and I didn't even get past the first area. Like, I was just like, I walked out and died to the first thing. What literally the first enemy when you come out of the ship. It's just like, what? What happened?
If I ever wanted to brag about being able to beat games on hard mode, as a kid, I beat Zan Krieger in Unreal Tournament, the original, on the godlike mode. That is an achievement. Go and do that. It's fucking hard. Or LAPD Future Cop, go and beat Sky Captain 10 times on hard difficulty. That should be a fucking achievement.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and this is even like even games that don't have a difficulty setting, like Elden Ring and other Souls-likes like that. The difficulty for that is actually you can play it on an easier setting by just not trying to get through everything so quickly. Like, if you find something you can kill, cool, go kill it. Sit at the fire, go kill it. Sit at the fire, kill it. Sit at the fire. There is no limit to how many times you can farm a boss, farm an enemy.
As long as you're enjoying it,
over-level.
You shouldn't have to do that, but if you're enjoying it and that's what you want to play, go for it.
Yeah.
I could have sworn that with I remember playing Dark Souls, there was a limit to how many times an enemy would respawn after you're sitting by the fire.
Except it's Dark Souls 2. Is Dark Souls 2 a bit thing?
Yeah. Two is the community's favourite, isn't it? Everyone loves 2. Yeah. And the other thing as well, especially again in things like Dark Souls, people want to do it their way so much that they will deficit themselves. And the example I can give is in Monster Hunter World, we had a guy who loved Twin Blades because he'd read online that they were the fastest and that they were the best. So that was his weapon because he had to be the best.
Yeah.
Until it got to the point where he had to fight King Rathian and Rathalos in the same fight. And none of... what he didn't realize, and this was his own stupid mistake, was they're programmed in that fight to chase each other. Wherever Rathian goes, Rathalos follows. So he would get there and start fighting it, see that the other one would show up, dung pod the one he didn't want, it would take off into the air, the one he was then fighting would take off and follow it. So he spent the entire 50 minutes of that game running around bitching and moaning that the enemy wouldn't stop and fight him. Every time he gets there, it's already taking off. Yeah, because you fucked up the AI. You have abused the AI so much he doesn't know where it needs to be. They're both constantly trying to follow each other, and by the time they get to the other zone, the other one's already moved. All you have to do is A, use flash pods, or B, don't use the daggers. That's all you had to do. But he refused. No, this is the best weapon. This is how I'm going to beat it. I should be able to beat everything the way I want. Yeah, you can. Be better. Or change to a weapon that makes it easier. Adapt, motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's our survival trait as a species. Change when it doesn't work.
What?
Yeah, I can't be having that. It's not how it works.
That's just logical.
He got to that fight a good hour before anybody else in the group, and we were all in the same house playing together on release. So he got to that fight a good hour before anybody else. He was 2 or 3 quests ahead. By the time he finally beat it, I was 4 quests in front of him.
Wow.
That's how long it took him.
Damn.
And he refused to change.
Yeah. I mean, this was highlighted when we did the a little bit with the differences between weapons is evened out over the game, especially in like Monster Hunter when we did the bingo, and you and I took the same line.
Yeah.
And I was ahead for a bit, and then you rocketed past because I didn't change weapon because I know that weapon well enough.
And I switched to longsword and battered the crap out of a Kuliyaku.
Yeah, I just couldn't keep up the damage for that. I was just like, I still got through it, but in that case, it was a race.
And you've got to weigh that into any game. And
yeah,
the only time I've ever played Dark Souls was 3. And again, I didn't enjoy it because someone dragged me through it. But what little I did enjoy was by making a build that was just meme as fuck. So I had 2 broadswords. I was dual wielding 2-handed broadswords. And I can't remember what stat it was. I always seem to remember it being poise, but people told me I'm wrong, so fair. But there were certain bosses that I was staggering because I was hitting them that hard with this one particular stat. So, yeah, the little guys were kicking the shit out of me, but get me to a boss and I'll put that fucker in a grave.
Yep.
That's poise. That's the correct stat.
Yeah. Okay. It was whichever the game is that has the 3 skeletons that have got bits of ship wheels on them. And then a big Jabba the Hutt one close after. I battered the crap out of them. My mate's dead on the floor. He's been playing it hundreds of hours, and I'm just swinging my big bits of metal around.
I think just like everything, yeah.
With all those games, there's always something that just breaks it sometimes.
Every game has its quirks and its foibles, and if you don't understand how to avoid them or use them, you're probably going to have a bad time.
Yeah. And like, there's definitely nothing against going off and in a Souls, like going off and grinding a few enemies for a bit to get your level up, so you can actually pan the face into this boss. Because let's be honest, we all did it back in Pokemon.
Especially in the newer Souls likes as well, because they're completely non-linear. If you're struggling against a boss, piss off and go fight another one.
Yeah,
it's not going to stop you.
Yeah, like the boss I'm on in Void Souls right now. I have no idea how to beat that thing. I don't know if I'm meant to be fighting it yet. And I found another boss, and I'm like, well, this one's even harder. What the hell?
Yeah. There's a bit in Final Fantasy 12 where you're going through a wood, and right towards the end of it, the path diverges, and it very clearly says that you're supposed to go right. So of course, every RPG gamer goes left.
Yep.
Of course.
And it takes you to a zone that's 30 levels ahead of where you are, but that game doesn't tell you the enemy's levels unless you specifically go looking for them. So you step into there, and I mean, I did it on stream. I was getting battered left and right, and I was like, "What am I doing? What am I doing wrong? How is this beating me so much?" And then so I went back to the town and went, "That's not where I'm supposed to be. I've gone the wrong fucking way." What an idiot!
Yeah.
Went and fought the stuff I was supposed to and was one-shotting them because I'd done some training against some hard stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I end up doing this on purpose a lot, especially when streaming, of just going, oh, the game wants me to go right, I'm going to go left then. Yeah, I do that on purpose. Yes, I do it on purpose.
The amount of times during Eternal Sonata I said, that looks like the right way, and then turned and went the other.
Yeah. Feels like that occasionally. It feels like I was doing that as well last night in PoE 2. Because I got to the mines and I was like, okay, well, I do want to search the whole of this to train up a bit, but it was literally like the last corner I noticed. I was like, oh, this is okay, fine.
Yeah,
I did like the map design in PoE 2, to be fair, because it doesn't lend itself to being this is clearly the right way to go. I always ended up finding the right way last. Because I've uncovered the entire map and I'm sat there going, where the fucking hell have I missed?
Yeah.
One small thing about PoE, and this happens in both. If you want to explore a map you've done, but you still want to farm it, go back into the teleport menu and control click the teleport itself. It'll give you a list of open maps you're currently on. You can start a new map.
I guess that by default, we don't have to modify click it. We just, when we enter a new zone, it gives us a pop-up and says which zone do you want to enter, the previous or a new.
If you tap A, it just goes in. If you hold A, it does it.
Oh, they changed that. It was just tap A to bring up the menu originally for me.
No.
Yeah, no. Well, when I started playing it, it was hold A to get the instance menu basically, and you can reset or go to
you both bring controlling. So you can always loop the same map to farm and everything else.
Yeah.
That's the one.
I did it in the underground worm place right at the start. I went in there a couple of times.
Yeah. That's the one thing I do appreciate about PoE 2. You can farm for gems.
Yeah.
And because the gem system is how it is now, not an item in a menu, you can hot swap to a different build. Because that's what I've been doing the entire time. If you get stuck at a boss, swap your gems around.
Yeah. I'm just so annoyed about the gems last night. On my staff, where I'd sold the staff and didn't take the other gems off. I was just like, where the fuck am I? Oh, for fuck's sake.
I gave you that one gem in trade. I think I'll 5 more afterwards. Didn't want to say, but they're just dropping like candy for me.
Yeah. I mean, if you need a level 5 skill gem, I've got 6 in my chest right now. Okay.
Bit of all to the new characters.
I just need new skills. I don't need high level skills. I just need new skills.
Yeah.
I'm the other way around. I'm looking at all the new skills and thinking I don't actually want those. Just give me stronger minions.
Just give me fire, more fire. Is what I'm doing. But I can definitely see like I'm slightly miffed that they don't give you like one chest slot for your for the guild. But never mind. That's slightly annoying.
What do you mean chest slot?
The guild stash. You don't get any.
You have to buy them, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really? Because maybe I do get one as guild leader, but I could have sworn I put something in there and I didn't buy anything.
Did you set the rules so I can view it? Because you have to set the rules as well.
I literally built the guild, named it, and ran off into the woods killing things.
That might be why.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, you want me to.
I found the problem.
It's on me, guys.
But that means we can put a load of like spare skill gems in for people and stuff like that, because that's skill gems and healing pots are pretty much the two things that everyone will probably want an upgrade on. And then I'm selling them left, right, and centre. You can have as many as you want. Fuck it. I think I've got like 6 in my stash just in case.
Well, later in the game, you do have a gem crafting table as well, so you'll be able to modify them.
Nice.
Spoilers.
Damn it, Krem.
I didn't mention this in chat last night, and nobody said a thing. So
I saw it and then ignored it.
I was hardly paying attention to chat last night.
Yeah, that's fair.
Also, I really don't mind about that spoiler. That's not a genuine one.
No story spoilers. Mechanic spoilers. It depends on the game.
Yeah. Basically, in terms of PoE 2, the person that's played ARPGs least is the furthest ahead right now. Just like, you know.
Who's played the ARPGs least?
You.
I'm further ahead than him.
I was going to say, like, what?
Okay, I didn't know Caedes was ahead. I thought Sliver was ahead of you, Caedes. So
yeah, no, I'm well ahead of him. I'm basically finishing up the act he's just started.
Yeah. I've got enough hours in ARPGs. Thanks.
Also, Kremlik, completely randomly, and this is specifically for Kremlik, not a podcast. Talking to a guy at work about PoE2, and he says, like, yeah, well, you'll have to add me in that. We'll do some crossplay because he's on PlayStation. I'm like, yeah, no problem. So I added him on Discord, and it says he's got one mutual server. Okay, let's have a look. The fucker's in my Final Fantasy guild.
Brilliant.
You've installed it by your coworker in the FC the entire time.
Are you in A-List? He's like, yeah. I'm like, huh. This person. He's like, oh shit, I've seen that name about. Completely randomly.
You're accidentally yelling in raid chat. You say, oh, you do nothing wrong.
Turns out I was insulting you the other day for.
You're a shit at this as you are at work.
Wow.
He's a senior on the team. I'm allowed to mock him.
That's fair.
Right. Well, are we going to be finishing up, do we think? Because we do have another appointment after this.
Yes,
we
let
do.
us.
Yes. First, for anyone not aware, it is what has now become a regular occurrence at the Broken Respawn Bad Sweater Secret Santa.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Games are gifting and terribleness are playing.
Yep. If you want to play...
And Lydia, try not to really enjoy the shit game you get this year, please. You really ruined that for us last year.
What was it last year? What was the last
Actually,
year?
this is really good. Went and played it afterwards. Beat the
Was that the... Was... Wait, one of them was the We Have Power Wash Simulator at Home, and the other one was this religious despot insanity shooter.
I think that was you
side-scroller
playing
shooter.
the religious. Oh, who was playing the religious one? I think it was you, Sliver.
Was it the Power Wash Sim knockoff last year? I can't remember. Yeah, there was two. There was two, and Lydia's nearly won both of them for best game of the night. Yeah, because the one I had was the one where I think I've still got it installed. Sometimes to deal with the difficulty of being alive, I need to believe there is a possibility that knife is not real. Yes, that's the full name of the game. Thanks, Neff. Yeah, I played the art project. Yeah.
Some bastard got me Monopoly.
Oh.
Not that I'm bitter about it.
Somebody knows you well.
Yes. But you've got to find a bad rated Monopoly, which is actually harder to do.
Yeah.
Well, the gimmick of it was that everybody took their turns at the same time. It wasn't turn order. You finish your turn quickly, you get to take another one. Just running around.
I remember it now. That was insane. That was brilliant.
President Evil was great. I liked President Evil. That was funny.
Yeah. Ariel's Chasm's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, that was the that was the one that you eventually beat, and it's really difficult. And for anyone who's been to or watched UKSG, where I did my speedrunning, and me, Lydia, and everyone else met up like the last couple of years, the last couple of not years, events. Thank you, Brain. It's the kind of game that Hibby would play.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We should suggest it.
I genuinely want to put all of you guys on a game called Baba Is You.
I need to play
that.
I genuinely think Sarin and Sliver in a chat together, both playing Baba Is You as a race scenario, would break so many minds.
I've seen Baba Is You go past on YouTube Shorts recently, and as soon as they moved it, I went, I'm skipping that because I don't want any spoilers because I'm going to break my brain with that.
So good. Baba Is You, you is rock. Now you can't move because you're a goddamn rock.
Fire is win. Anyway, yes. So, who wants to go first?
Dealer's choice.
Dealer's choice. Caedes.
Caedes first. Right. My name is CaedesEnder. I am the Red Moogle. I am currently streaming alternating Thursdays and Fridays, plus Saturdays with a re-retro on, I keep getting that name wrong, re-retro on Sundays. We are currently finishing up Unreal, the original, though with a slightly modded version to make it run at less than 3,000 frames per second, because that was fun. And mainly playing RPGs and retros on original hardware where I can, and having a jolly old time. Sarin.
I'm Sarin. I play games. I sleep.
Kremlik.
I'm the sheep that apparently is here. Basically, I normally stream. Most of you know my normal streams using TBSlivers. Currently, if you look at the way the dates line up, ain't gonna happen because the dates I stream are holiday days. So the next couple of weeks, that's gonna be when I feel like it. But there's one thing coming up that hopefully Sliver can jump into right channel for a second. Timberlawn have announced the next update. The previous update, we can benefit the water. The next update, we can now stack terrain on top of the building. So you can now have satisfactory play stuff in Timberlawn. When that drops, I'll be playing it. So that's what I'll be doing. Yeah, other than that, if it doesn't piss me off, Perfect R2. If it does piss me off, probably trying to continue Valheim. If that pisses me off, fuck knows.
Satisfactory. Did you finish that?
Actually, no, I haven't, because I went back into it to try something and completely forgot what I was doing. And they had to
pissed them off.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Platinum engineer.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Sliver, your turn.
do you want to go again, Sarin, as well? Or are you okay?
No, okay. I can't speak. I'm done.
He's done. And I'm TBSliver. Normally stream Tuesday, Wednesday, Fridays, UK 8 p.m. UK time. Should be streaming tomorrow. Will probably be more PoE 2 or something like that. Maybe Satisfactory. I'm not quite decided yet. Over the Christmas period, streams are gonna happen when they happen. Because Lydia's visiting and putting it with me for a week, and possibly my cooking, which is terrifying. Because I can't really cook and Lydia can cook, so I'm in danger. So yeah, keep an eye on the Discord for when we go when any of us go live, and apart from that, any final words for the year? Because the next podcast is technically on the 2nd.
One brief final word. This is a silly one, to be fair. People who've been around for the last couple of years will know I tend to do a random series of movies on Christmas Day, where I just live tweet my reaction in Discord. Sadly, won't be happening this year. I've actually been invited to someone's house for Christmas, so I will not be available.
Unfortunate.
On the plus side, that means we're not watching Indiana Jones this year. That's a win.
Fair.
We'll fight about this after. Indiana Jones sucks.
Fair. So yes, keep an eye on the Discord for any shenanigans over the Christmas and holiday period. To anyone that celebrates it, Merry Christmas. To anyone who doesn't, have a great holiday period, and we'll catch you in the new year if we don't see you before. From everyone at the Broken Respawn crew, catch you later.
Happy New Year, Merry Christmas,
and good night.
Freedom.